Welcome back. Please welcome my next guest, the current Primos Tag Team Champion and the current Trios Champion for CWC, Franky Gonzales. Franky, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to be here. Oh my gosh. Please, thank you. The honor is mine.
2-belt Franky, I see.
The Ultimo, Franky. No, I'm kidding.
Which belt's heavier?
They both are. Oh my god. Like, when you put them all together, like,
It's just too much gold.
there's never enough gold. There's never enough gold.
You can always get a little bit more gold.
That's right.
Well, thanks so much for coming.
Thank
Glad
you.
to have you. We've been trying to work this out for a little bit. We finally got the timing down.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. How did you get into professional wrestling?
So how I got into professional wrestling was watching it on TV like everyone else, but I was watching it with my older brother. My older brother actually got me into it. I remember I just wanted to always spend time with him, and because, I was that annoying little brother who just wanted to always hang out. So one day, just scrolling on TV, wrestling comes on, and that's all I ever knew it was called. So I was like, what is this? First match I ever saw, Lita versus Trish Stratus. The main event, the
one on Raw?
Of course.
Yeah.
The main event, the one that, started it all. I was maybe like 3 or 4 years old because this was like 2004. Like, I'm not even lying. How do I remember this? I don't know. But I remember vividly watching this. Anyways, fast forward, loved watching wrestling. I would just be like, yo, put on wrestling. I think he grew out of it more than me. I obviously did not. I ended up loving it, became even more obsessed with it. When I was like 13 years old, around the Total Divas era, watched Total Divas, loved it because I just loved watching the women and the Divas era in general. And I kind of just learned how can you become a professional wrestler from there. And then fast forward to when I was 21 or 22, I was working at a job. I was a cashier at this place. Caleb Crush stumbles in. Did I know who he was at the time? No. But he comes in wearing an Impact Wrestling trucker hat, the blue one. So it was like, vintage, all badass. And I was like, bruh, I love your hat. I know what that is. That's so cool. And he's just like, bruh, I'm wrestling tonight. It was either that night or something like that at BPW in Greeley. Oh my god. I was like, there's wrestling in Greeley? Anyways, we exchanged contact info. Boom, I go to a BPW show. I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. This is awesome. Where can I go become a professional wrestler? Go to Primos in Denver. Oh my god, there's a school in Denver, another one. Do research. I lined up my times. Boom.
Yeah.
Fast forward 2 years, and depending on when this is released, a month later, here we are.
So when you started then, how long did you train then before you did your first match?
So I started training in January of 2024 is when I started training. And I did not debut until January 2025.
Okay.
So a whole year later.
Yeah, a whole year in there.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, and then now it's 2026. So yeah, I've been training for 2 years, wrestling for one in front of a crowd, and 1 year and 1 month. So
It's kind of wild too because we've had a bunch of, when I used to do a podcast, all the people we had on there all had connections to Caleb Crush too. So I always find it wild how interconnected the Colorado wrestling scene is. So it's kind of crazy to learn from you that you ran into Caleb Crush and he got you into it too. So that's wild.
I did, yes. I'm very grateful for that. Like, that man's awesome.
Yep.
Like, for real. Like,
Shout out to Caleb.
Caleb
Good dude.
Crush, dream match, saying it now. I still want it one day, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I would not be able to be here. Like, even though I guess I knew I wanted to be a wrestler, I just did not know how to get my foot in the door.
Yeah.
And he really helped me. And like I said, here I am.
Yeah, because not very many people realize that there's like schools that you can just go to, right?
Correct.
A lot of people just kind of think like, well, you have to know somebody to like get into this stuff.
Correct. So that was my thought for the longest time. And even like when I like turned 18, that's when I found out there was schools. And even then, like, I had planned to go to Florida and like doing this whole my big one, and I was like, oh, I'm 18 years old. I can't just move to Florida. I can't just go to school for 3 months and do. I wanted to go to flatbacks and everything. Like, I had a freaking plan. I watched the Chris Van Vliet interview, and I was like, oh, I know what I'm doing. And no, it took me like 4 years, but it's okay. like I said.
Yeah, because you got there anyways, right?
That's right. But you're right. Sorry, I go on tangents. I'm like Yap City over here. But like you were saying, yes, I did not know there was a school, and there's multiple schools.
Mm-hmm.
Even now, like there's like 10 schools in Colorado, guys. And so if you guys want to learn how to be a professional wrestler, there's a lot of places to do so.
Yeah, and they teach a lot of different styles too. So
Correct.
just depends on which one you go to and what style you want to wrestle. Really.
Correct.
Yep. So what was your first match then?
My first match ever, like debut. You're saying?
Yes.
First ever debut match was at Frank's Winter Beach Party. What? No, not named after me. But I thought it was cool that I debuted that night on a show with that name. I wrestled against Malibu Bobby.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, and it was quite. It was an awesome match. You know, for being my debut match. You know, obviously I watch it back now, and I'm my biggest critic. I feel like I did okay for my debut match.
It was a one-on-one singles match?
It was a one-on-one singles match, and, Malibu Bobby defeated me because I was just such a rookie in green. But it's okay. It's fine. Malibu Bobby has been away for a while, but it's okay. No hard feelings. If anything, Malibu Bobby could, come be a pretty great manager or something. I don't know. We'll have to... Who knows? I don't know. That would be awesome. So.
Bobby used to come in here as a sit-in for our podcast too. So
Really?
Malibu Bobby, if you're listening, there
I
you
know.
are.
I've heard the man on commentary. Please have your people contact my people. We'd love to possibly have you an audition. Please.
Not right away. We gotta get you the audition.
We gotta
first.
get you an audition first.
We gotta make sure the role fits.
You too. We'll get you on an audition too, guys. Come on, a fair chance for everyone.
Okay, so here's a good question
That was
for
my
you.
first match, yes.
If you could give yourself advice, the younger you when you're first starting out, what would it be?
I don't know. I feel like I would just have told myself to just... I don't know if I would have told myself anything. Maybe I would have just told myself to, trust the process a whole lot more, because I don't know if I would have told myself to get into wrestling earlier, just because I feel like everything that has happened that I've gotten to do has happened for a reason, and the cards are really aligned. If I started wrestling earlier, would I have been part of Pretty Great? What if I've started earlier? Would I have been part of AMF? Would I have been able to go to, do so-and-so other things, because I got to do a lot of things because the timing was just perfect. Would I have met certain people on certain days? It's just, I feel like the cards have really just aligned, so I would just say trust the process and just that's it. That's really it. I would not want to change anything because I think everything is just we're getting there.
Yeah.
It's,
I think that's one of the hardest things too when you're green is just knowing that you can't rush yourself.
I agree.
Because you really, especially when you get so many months into it, you're just I want to get in the ring and I want to start, but it's you have to wait. Your trainers know when you're ready. I
agree for sure. It's very taxing mentally, so you have to really just, I don't want to say you really gotta commit to the bit, but you really have to, you really at least I think once you really just know this is what you want to do, and I don't know, that's why it's timing has just been perfect. It's this is what I want to do, so that's why I feel like I've gone all in. I've thrown all my chips in, I've put all my eggs in one basket, and I don't care if I failed, and at least I said I did it, and luckily let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Because even if you would have started earlier, who knows if you would have been able to go as well as you have right now, dive full in, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Other things in life could have came up and...
Yeah, and being younger, I was not as mature as I was now. So who knows? Maybe I would have ruined wrestling for myself. Who knows? A, B, or C. Like I said, the timing has just been perfect. I've met awesome people. I've met great friends. I get to come on and do a talk show. I got my own talk show. I get to be champions, and not even just be a champion, but champions with my best friends in wrestling. People I've got to do this with. It's real to me. That's what's so awesome about. That's what I love about my journey and the journey that I've gotten to do. It's very real to me. So
now you trained with Avalon, correct?
Correct.
Yes. So is that kind of how with the training? Is that kind of how the tag team formed?
So actually, insider scoop. Our plan. We never collabed prior to that. Obviously we were just what's the word? trainees together, you know, like peers. We were peers. You train. He also debuted that night, same night as me. Excuse me, I burped. I don't know if you heard that. So we debuted that same night. He was in the rookie rumble. I had my singles match. Next month he debuted, and then the next month after that in March. Oh my God! In March is our 1 year anniversary. Okay. Anyways, so yeah.
As a tag team.
As a tag team.
Nice.
That's right. As a tag team.
Nice.
As a tag team, guys, chill. So yeah.
We'll start some rumors now.
Clickbait, clip that shit, chat. But yeah, anyways, so we got paired actually because JV had pitched it to me. It could have happened either way, but I thought it was an awesome idea. It was pitched to us. Was pitched to me, I think, first, how the story goes. Okay, so JV had mentioned it. And he actually had pitched it to me first, as how it was initially told to me by Michael Avalon. So yeah, I was pitched to me. JV at training was like, "Yo, so like, what if we like put you and Michael Avalon together and like, you know, something like that? Like that would be kind of cool. Like you guys' like aesthetics or something along those lines." And at least to me, I was like, "This sounds really cool. I'm down. Like I'm not opposed to like this sounds fun to me." And I started talking to him, and I was just like, "Yo, like JV said, how does this sound to you?" And he's just like, "I'm down." And, so think about Michael Avalon. Michael Avalon will make the best out of any opportunity that is given. He is a worker. But either way, dying not to glaze the man. But anyways, so yeah, we made the most of our opportunity. We both really kind of just clicked. We went all in on, because we were like, if we're gonna do this, let's do it in. So we were like, let's get matching gear. What are we doing for music? Like, let's train. And so it's kind of just really it. So we were paired together, but it was a pairing that kind of came out to be really good because then that led into us getting to go to Las Vegas together because, we got to go do Versus Pro in a collaboration with Primos. So we got to go do that.
And that was during Mania weekend, right?
Correct.
Did you get to go to Mania that weekend?
I did not go to Mania, but we were, at least we got to wrestle.
Yeah, and you also were in the same town as them too, which is also very cool.
Correct.
Yes.
And also that was I'm not even lying, that was our 5th match ever that we got to go wrestle in Las Vegas. I don't know if that's probably not hot shit. But
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people would love to be able to go to Vegas and wrestle.
So anyway, so yeah, we go and I'm like I said, it's like our 5th match, maybe at least in general. But as a tag team, this was like our 3rd match ever, and now we're facing people like out of state. Like we're green as heck. So we were shitting bricks. I'll speak for me. Actually, he was not. I was shitting bricks. So it was very scary, but we got through it. I'd love to do it again. I promise. Banger. I promise.
So for that show, where you did it in Vegas, what kind of venue was it?
It was at Container Park. It was outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was a tag team match. We were the opener of the whole day, because there was 12 promotions that day, and we were the opener at 9 a.m.
Oh wow!
First match of the whole day. Tag team match. Me and Michael Avalon. Pretty great. Versus the Songbird.
That was
the Tenacious. Ricky Tenacious. The Songbird is his name. I just didn't want to get it wrong. And Michelle. I believe that it's just Michelle. If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. But yeah, and it was awesome. And we victory. We went to victory and we celebrated in Vegas, and it was awesome. It was so cool. We wore Heart Foundation inspired gear.
Oh, nice.
Pink and yeah, his was Bret Hart inspired, and I was like, no, I'm Natalia then. So
nice.
Yeah,
I love
we just click like that, I love speaking of Total Divas, I always quote this from Total Divas. The Bella said it. I like to think of wrestling as Broadway with body slams because of the theatrics, but it's also very physically taxing on your body.
Yes.
The chops and everything, it's real, guys. Imagine how many, I don't think I have any bruises on me now, but I've had a gang of them. I supposedly gave him a black eye. Let's show the crowd.
So that'll work. It's real.
Yeah, I don't think so, buddy.
It's real.
Yeah, he says it's a black eye, but I think he just slipped and fell. I'm kidding. He should be feeling like Becky Lynch right now. Come on.
Well, you didn't make me bleed. That was the one problem.
You want?
Next time.
That's what I'm hearing, dude.
What was the hardest part when you were first beginning?
The mentality, I guess, the mental part, at least for me. I guess physicality too, you know, because I was never athletic as a child or anything like that.
You didn't do any sports in?
I remember I joined soccer when I was 7 just for the costume.
Okay.
I'm not even lying. I took the pictures and then I went to practice one day and they were like, all right, let's run laps. And I was like, Mom, I want to go home. And I tell you, she was pissed. Sorry, Mom. I don't think she's going to see this, but maybe she will.
Well,
Sorry,
in the end, it
like,
worked out. So
it did work out, but like I said, it was not athletic at all. That's as far as I got. I hated PE, but then I learned. I don't know. I loved PE though, but it was just no. It was girl talk time. Sorry, like I was a hot Cheeto boy sitting in the corner. We were in PE class. Like we were not running the pacer tests. We were not doing that. We were.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, tangent. So that was the hardest part. Yes, because I was not physical or athletic. But the mentality, that was hard for me because I could learn to be athletic, but just overcoming the obstacles because I did not live close to the school, and also I just had like a job that was not a job that I loved and had a great support system, but it just was not like easy for me to like make wrestling work because I had to like go to training on certain nights and then I had to make show days on like some weekends, so then it was just like, let me call off on this and this and this, and I was like, it just wasn't working out. And obviously I knew I always wanted to do wrestling. Wrestling was always plan A. There was not a plan B. So that was just kind of where my mind was at, and I was kind of just figuring it out, and also just figuring it out like, am I doing this for me or... But I was. I don't know, like I said, it's really mentally taxing and just getting over am I good enough? Am I not good enough? So just kind of basically the things that anyone would tell, you know, insecurity type of things. But do they still linger? Sure, of course, you know, I'm still like my biggest critic in the ring, but I'm glad I stuck it out. But, you know, I remember there was just times when I'd be like driving hours to get to practice and I'd be like, oh my gosh, like I'm tired.
Yeah.
I am tired. Like I'd call. I remember one time I was just crying on the phone. You know, literally driving. I'm like, I'm going, but like, what am I doing to myself? You know what I mean? Like, and I called a friend. I won't name her just because, you know, I don't know if she like wants to be named, but I love her. She's awesome. Probably send this to her if she ever sees it. Yeah, I called her. I'm like, oh my god, like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like people are judging me. I feel like I'm terrible. I feel like I suck, you know? Like, it was just, you know, like I said, it's just the things you would, like, want to tell yourself because it's just, it's hard, guys. Yes. It's hard. Like, definitely come and try it. I definitely want to scream, like, oh my god. At least for me, like, I don't know. I'm a very emotional person, so it's... But anyways, yeah, that's what happened, and that's how it went, and... Tangent. Like I kind of was saying earlier, if you really commit to the bit, not the bit, you know what I mean? That's just what I call it, guys. But if, like I said, if you really commit to the bit and go the full way, then you really change your whole lifestyle. You change how you eat. Mm-hmm. You change your sleep schedule. You change literally, like, the amount of, like, I don't even play video games anymore, which I guess is a okay thing, but, like, damn, like, you know, but like I'm saying, it's not, I can't do a lot of the things that I used to do, so I don't want to say you, like, give up a lot of the things that you used to do, but it's, like, it's hard, and, yeah, and I like to do a lot of things, so I just, like I said, yeah,
it's a big tax on the social life, too.
Oh, for sure, yeah, because then you gotta, like, you can barely hang out with friends, you invite friends to shows, and then you have to, like, do this and that, and it, like I said, if you really want to make it your life, it's really hard, but it's okay. Some people like to do it for recreation, which I get, which is fun too, but
I think that if you want to make it too, you put up with those sacrifices.
Definitely, for sure, and even then, just doing it recreationally, it's really hard too, because you can't just, like, get in there being like, I want to wrestle today.
Yeah.
No, dude, like, it's, anything can go wrong, too. Like, you could already be, like, so, yes, you have to be in the right mindset, shape, and overall, I guess a great person, too.
Can't be a dick, otherwise it's not going to work out.
Exactly, yeah, you gotta, like, be cool with your dance partner and just be a good person, too. So, luckily, I guess that's a good thing, too. That's what really helps with the mentality, is having a great locker room and support system, because, like, it's nice when you're around people who want it just as much as you. Like I said, I found Michael Avalon, and I found Audric, I found Morgana Ray, Paige LeVay, you know, like I found like my buddies, my gang, you know, and now I've met other people too, like that I'm super close with. I've met you, I've met Major Glory,
Who?
I've met like, oh, sorry, you're
Mayhor
up.
Gloria.
You're up. Sorry, you're up. But yeah, like I said, I've met awesome people, just to just name a few, and it's really cool. So just having a great support system just has really helped. So
Yeah. So far, what's been your favorite match that you've done?
Oh, I've had a couple of them, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna name a few just because I don't want to get in a tangent. But I'm really proud of them. Oh my god, I even wore this shirt, so I remember. Okay, guys, this is not what you think it is. This is face paint, but I wore this. This has not come out since Deathmatch. I was in a tag team deathmatch with JD Horror versus Satu Jin and XJ Chaos. Boom! That night, the Deathmatch Diva was born. One of my favorite matches ever. I kicked ass. It was awesome. And I won a ladder match to get in there.
Oh, nice.
One of my favorite matches ever, see, so I'm going to just start. Boom. Okay. I had a fatal 4-way at CSW. Michael Avalon, me, Papa Lipto, and Cody Devine. I freaking love that match. That match was awesome. I had a tag team match. Pretty Great versus Papa Lipto and Maddox. Love that match. I had a match with, just recently, the Trios Tag Team title match. Audrey Gallegos, Michael Avalon, and Franky Gonzales, AMF.
Freshly crowned.
That's right. Versus Team PWE, Pro Phoenix Wrestling Experience, James Hunter, D'Angelo, and Paul Lasher. I think is his name if I said it right. I'm so sorry, but I remembered. Yes. That match was awesome. That literally just happened like 2 weeks ago, and that match was awesome. Okay, let me mention like two more. Oh my gosh. Okay, for sentimental reasons, when I won this, because like I'm not gonna lie, like I said, it's always really real to me, and when I won my first title, I cried. As much as I didn't want to, I freaking did. I was just bawling like a baby, and you know, and then I won this one, and I was just like, right, okay, we can celebrate. I was able to like tough it out, but anyways, okay. So I guess we'll say that. If I forget one, then damn it. But I know there's a lot of dream matches waiting to happen.
That's what I was about to ask next.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get
So
into it.
what are some of the dream matches you had?
Okay. For locally, as I mentioned earlier, I really want to wrestle Caleb Crush for sentimental reasons. Like I said, like I feel like there's a story there if we were able to tell it. If not, even just a one-off, I just love to wrestle him because he's just an awesome guy. I would love to wrestle. I'd love to wrestle Marlon Bishop and Lonnie Valdez.
Yeah.
Maybe like tag team style, you know, either one-on-one, but like I feel like Pretty Great versus those two would be like kind of a banger match. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. They watched this show, right? I hope so. I think Lonnie commented earlier. Lonnie, come on. Now for dream matches anywhere. I guess a lot of people were like, I want to wrestle this person. If I had a dream match anywhere, whatever, I would love to wrestle in is this dream match or dream opponent?
You can do dream match with the opponent.
Oh, okay, cool. So dream match then would be like a War Games match, because I always want to I just love doing crazy shit. Another ladder match because I don't care. Money in the Bank. And then for like opponents, I guess, people are always like, I want to fight this person. I want to team up with the Bella Twins and AJ Lee. Something like that. I want to team up with the divas or whatever that I grew up watching, or a manager, and I just want to be like in a team stable with them. Like that's what I want to do. That would be awesome. That's my dream match. How about that? Like I don't care who we're facing. Like, but I want to with my girls. So
who was your favorite diva then?
I have all of them. So, okay, and there we go on another tangent. Get ready. So the Bella Twins, AJ Lee, Paige.
I loved Paige.
Love Paige.
Yes.
Awesome. I love Victoria, Melina, Michelle McCool, Layla, the whole Lay Cool era, Eve Torres, Beth Phoenix, Candice Michelle.
Who's your current favorite?
My current favorite right now, Nikki Bella, because she's the Bellas actually, because they're both back. Oh, Liv Morgan. Oh my god, I love Liv Morgan right now, and Bianca Belair. But Liv Morgan specifically.
She's so crazy. She just throws herself around. She's just the tiniest little body.
She's awesome, and not even just that. Like I have a reason she's my favorite. Like she's just. I feel like me and her stories are like really similar. Like not that like I relate to her, but just like, I don't know.
You also
like,
started Hooters?
Not yet. Wait for the Hooters gear. But no, she's just mentioned a lot of things just like from her home stuff, you know, like just growing up with like all brothers and just having a single mom, and it's just, you know, like just an upbringing that's just, you know, just kind of rough. And I'm not, you know, different stories, but like I was able to relate to that, and I just love Liv Morgan, and I always loved her even before hearing that.
Yeah.
So just hearing that, I was just like, dude, I knew we had like. And I also use her finisher, the Oblivion. That's my main finisher, and I love it. I also use the Rack Attack sometimes, but like I said, those are my favorites. Bianca Belair too, love her. I actually went to go see her at WrestleMania when the match was announced. Pre-TKO prices. And, oh my gosh.
Let's talk about that,
Let's
though,
not get into that. Yeah, that's insane. But I love you, TKO.
We'll edit that part out.
We won't edit that part out. I'd love to get ID'd or something, you know. But yeah, those are my current favorites. But like I said, prior to that, every single probably diva ever. Maybe not all of them, but like there's a couple like. But a lot of them, they all have had influences, and there's just a lot that just. But I liked male wrestlers too. So I know your question was divas, but like I have a lot of male wrestlers, so I'll name them. Rey Mysterio, Yoshitatsu, Tyson Kidd when he was in the Hart Dynasty.
Yep.
In 2010 with Natalia and like Davey Boy Smith, or I forgot his name, something like that. It is that. Evan Bourne, you know, that's that type of 2010s era. I think The Miz is so cool now.
I do. I like The Miz.
Like, especially now, as a wrestler, I can really appreciate his work because I'm just like, ball.
Mm-hmm.
He knows ball.
He's a smart wrestler too. Like
correct.
Yeah.
Correct. But yeah, and like I said, the divas though, that's my John Cena and AJ Lee. Like that's my John Cena. That's my Hulk Hogan. Those are my heroes. So like yeah.
What's your favorite match then?
My favorite match of like divas or like women my favorite match ever of women's wrestling. Guys, it's okay. It fell on nice fleshy carpet. We're safe. Favorite match ever, I have two. Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks at WrestleMania that I went to go see live.
That was a great match.
I love that match. It was so good. I was out there fucking crying my eyes out. It was awesome. It was my little sign. Maybe we'll insert a picture. Maybe we'll see. That match, and then Sasha Banks versus Asuka on Raw. It was just like a match on Raw, and I was just like, why are they just throwing out a freaking banger on the fly? And then, gosh, I think those are the two that just stick out in my head a lot. That's yeah. Like I think those two. I love those two matches. Maybe they're just not. Maybe it's not a 5-star Masawa, Will Ospreay classic. Dave Meltzer got like hey man, that's what I was watching, and I was just like.
So then you do watch some Japanese wrestling too?
I've gotten into it because my tag partner really like loves that type of style wrestling, so I gotta.
So Alan loves the New Japan.
He loves a lot of that, and
okay.
I have to learn. You know, I can't just. I have to be open-minded. I'm very open-minded. Just because I didn't watch it doesn't mean I won't watch it. So come on, I can't just because I can do my twirls.
Well, the hardest part of watching it is you just have to be up at like 2 a.m. to watch it.
Correct.
That's the hardest part. Because I love watching Wrestle Kingdom, but. My God, I don't know if I can stay up for the whole thing every time.
Yeah, so, yeah, that would be, I don't know, you can't stay up.
Would you go to Japan and wrestle?
Oh my God, it's on the bucket list.
Is it?
It is. I want to go to Japan, I want to go to Europe, Mexico, just because I love, like, Japan, Lucha Libre, because I've been training Lucha Libre, so that's why I want to go to Mexico, and I love strong style, like, the Joshis, the most badass ladies ever. I think that's why I like to throw my forearms, so I do. If not, then I don't know, then maybe I'm just Delulu. But I love them. They're awesome. Strong style. I want to learn that. Like, I just want to be, like, multifaceted, I think that's the word, and just wrestling and just anything I do. Like, it's just... But yeah, it's on the bucket list. I want to go everywhere, and then not even just that. And then what's the Europe style wrestling? Catch wrestling? Mm-hmm. Boom. I want to learn them all. Like, it's him.
Okay, so let's talk about something a little different than wrestling now.
Okay.
Outside of wrestling, you like to make gear for everyone, correct?
Well, maybe not for everyone.
Not for everyone. Well, now you're going to have to. Now
I kind of have to.
Yeah, now that it's out there.
I've slowly kind of started a business, soft launch. I was going to make a post, but then everyone kind of found out and kind of hit me up right away, so... Yes, I don't make it for everyone, but yes, if you want something, hit me up.
So when did you get started and all that then?
I'm doing it locally. So it kind of just started for me. I guess my first year of me wrestling, I just did it for me. I mean, I made pieces for Michael Avalon. So that kind of just ties into me just really like loving Bianca Belair, because you know how she makes
her own gear, yeah.
Correct. I was like, oh my god, she makes her own gear? Like again, it kind of ties into like, how do you get into wrestling? I thought you get picked. How do you get wrestling gear? Oh, someone just gives it to you. No, you can just make it yourself if you really wanted to. And I was just like I said, I like to do everything. I like to edit, I like to produce, direct, and I was just like, oh, so I probably could sew. Let me get my mom has a sewing machine, let me just...
So you had like no sewing?
Absolutely not.
Damn.
Like, you can actually, here's some tea. What I wore in my match against Malibu Bobby, it ripped. There's a big old hole in the butt. And I actually didn't fix it because I'm never wearing that again. It's very sentimental on a mannequin right now. But yeah, you can see there's a big old hole. Not a big old hole on the butt, but like, yeah. So it took me a minute to get good, but there was some wardrobe malfunctions. Everything was safe, okay? You didn't
have a Super Bowl incident where
we didn't have one of those. Yeah. No one. I didn't catch a charge. Everyone was just like, there was just a little bit of skin, and there was no crack. So yeah, I think we're safe. You know, I think we played it safe. But as of now, we have not had anything. Last night, someone was like, oh, a little bit of your side was showing. You know, I've worked hard for this body. I think maybe that was on purpose. But yes, I do. So I had no experience. My mom also helped me for like a good run of my first year. And then she got sick of me. Because I really just wanted to get new gear every show. And I know that's not feasible or possible. And I was just like, at least, you know, and especially, you know, she's a busy lady. My mom was just like, I'm not doing this. You're going to have to, like, really, like, learn for sure. And then, boom, I started to learn. And then, boom, and then I got more excited. And then I bought a sewing machine. And then I got the whole little, like, and then I started, and here we are a little bit later. And now I was like, all right, I think I'm able to do a full-blown small business, soft launch, like I said. But like I'm busy, like yeah.
So well, how long does it take you typically to do one?
I can bust out a set of gear in like 6 hours.
Damn. So like if you sit down and really put your mind to it, you can get one done in like a day.
Yeah, like what I wore last night at BPW was all made on Friday night. Friday.
Jesus.
Yes. Actually, I have photos of me asking the boys. Sorry, like I'll be quick with this. I have proof of me asking the boys, guys, what should I wear? But like I said, I can bust something out for me in like a day, just because if it rips on me or if I don't finish rhinestoning it, I don't care, as long as it looks great on me, so it's fine. But if I'm gonna make something for someone else, it could take me, I'm gonna just say a month to 3 months, just because I want to give someone something perfect that they love and are gonna just. Yeah, it's a whole process that I don't want to get into a tangent. That's a consultation type of thing. But yeah, it could take that long, but for something perfect. But for me, because like I said, I know what I want, so I can just, I'm always down to do something different. I've done pants, I've done like the tights, I've done like the two pieces, I've done the pieces that connect, I've done the little fluffy ruffle pieces, I've wrestled in Jordans, I've wrestled in boots, I've wrestled in freaking Converse, in jeans, like I'm down, I love it. Bodysuit coming soon, who knows, like.
What's your favorite piece then that you've made so far?
Ooh, okay, I don't know, I have a couple. I really love the pink one I wore in Vegas, the one I was telling you about, just because that jacket was awesome. And like I said, some of my earlier pieces are the ones my mom helped me with, so those are just more sentimental. So that pink one, because that jacket was really cute. The debut one, just because, you know, I've only ever worn that once, truly, and will never ever wear it again. It's also starting to, like, I don't know, maybe the fabric wasn't the best, it's fading. And the rhinestones are falling off, so it's dead. It's not happening. Maybe I'll remake it, but not. Okay, so I guess recently, I really love my red outfit. It was my Frankie Bella 2.0. I love it. Not the original version, but the revamp when I like actually had time. Like when I made the costume version for Carnival, that was also made in a day. Damn. So that's why it was not perfect. But then I like redid it and made it better, and then I wore it again for Local Pro, and it was perfect. And I love it, so that's one of my favorites, because I like upcycled my thing. That's why if it doesn't come out perfect, I'll upcycle it and I'll wear it again. I'm not that, like, I won't wear it again, but yeah, so I guess those are some of my favorite pieces.
Yeah. Okay, so then outside of the sewing too, you also have a competitive talk show.
Oh my gosh, let's get into it. All right, I knew
So-
this was gonna be brought up.
Not that I'm upset about it, but did you take your idea from me? It's fine if you did.
Here's the tea. No, I did not. No, sir.
No, I know.
I
So
told
how'd you
you.
get started with that then?
I honestly, like, I found a studio. Well, I found a studio, you know, where I was based, and I was like, oh my god, I should get pictures here. Like, I want some cool pictures because I need render photos. I literally just took pictures in my bedroom, which is not bad, but I wanted like full blown like headshots, and I found a place where I was able to do that. And I was like, oh, bet. So then I did it, loved them. I got the gang together. I was like, let's do something together, you know. And I filmed something like that, and then I was just like, wait, actually, like, I could actually like. If I really wanted to sit down and had some time, like, I could probably do something here. And that's where it just kind of came about. And I asked, and I was just like, what if I want to do like a talk show vibe? They're like, yeah, we have like furniture, like, and stuff. If you want to bring stuff in, or you can bring your own stuff.
With the place you were doing the studio at.
Correct.
Nice.
They're like, yeah, we can go shopping around the building, and we can just pick out furniture what you want to use. And I was just like,
That's pretty cool.
that's the inside scoop, guys. But no, that actually goes no. Fine, yeah, that is an inside scoop. I was gonna be like, it's my furniture. I just bring it anytime. It's my studio. No, inside scoop. That's how we do it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I love it. It's cool. And yeah, they were like, we can do it like that. I tried one go, and I was just like, okay, if I'm gonna do this, who am I gonna do it with? And this was like my tag partner at the time, and I was just like, okay, this is a person I'm close with.
Mhm.
I can ask. We talked for like an hour and a half. Longest episode to date. Top that. You can't top that, guys. It was really good. We were talking forever. Get us talking. Yap City. Especially me. Like, I've been talking forever. But it's okay. It's okay. I love talking. But yeah, that's really it. I just got the idea, and I was just like, can I do this? They said yes. Tried it once. Loved it. And I just loved editing and doing the whole thing, and I had a whole vision. I was just like, storyboarded it, and like I said, I get really into it with everything I do, so.
Did you have any experience like with video and editing and things like that before?
No.
So that was all new to you then?
It was new to, well, actually, kind of, that in that aspect, yes, because like I was a little nerd, like with wrestling, and I would always make promo videos for my 2K characters, which I will not share. I won't get into more, but that's what I would do, and I would do that for my little universe mode, so it would be really awesome. So that's where I got my practice. So then I was just like, wait, I could actually like get down on like, I'm gonna make my own real promos. And I started doing that, and again, I would try to film at that studio my promos, and I just wanted to set myself apart, you know, especially for like my character being, not even my character, me being who I am. Like, you know, like I'm not faking it till I make it. I'm living the bit. Like, this is me. Like, I don't know. Like, sorry. I love it, but like I said, I love it.
So, are you gonna keep it going?
Of course.
Yeah.
I hope so. Are you next?
Like, what's the plan for the future then? Are you expanding it? Like, are you gonna do anything else besides talk show?
Oh my god.
Because I don't know if you've ever seen my channel, but things get a little wild.
I have. I've seen bits and pieces. I have seen clips and snips. I mean, I don't know. I've been thinking of like, I don't know about it. I've done vlogs. I don't know about like on the talk show. I love just keeping it in that format, at least for what I like to do. I've loved to bring on the newer faces.
Mm-hmm.
At least when I started, that's what was the plan. It's like, you know, newer faces to get on and tell their story, especially because, you know, there's not, even though I don't really have a platform, it's a way to get out our stories, you know, our rookies. You know, it's like, how can we tell our rookie stories even if you don't know us, even though you don't know me? Like, if you're interested to watch, here's our story, because here it is.
Yep.
And like I get to tell mine today. So, yeah, I hope to keep it going. Maybe I'll add like a cooking show bit or something.
Do you like to cook?
No.
See,
No. I actually.
So you're gonna make the other person cook, or?
Yeah, I think we're just gonna cook together. I don't like to do
That'd be
it,
kinda
but
interesting.
I think it'd be fun to do. It's like maybe we'll do like one person's blindfolded and one person like can't hear, and we're just like, huh?
Grab the salt. The what?
Okay, more sugar. It's all just salt. Something like that. So maybe we'll add that. Maybe like a fashion bit. I'd love to do something like that where it's like, oh, let me see your gear. Like, why did you pick your format? I don't know, something like that. Just tie in with the vibe. But I like what we do. I don't like, I don't know. I like to keep it simple. I like this format. Kind of like what we're doing here. It's nice to be on the other side of the couch.
Isn't it?
I love it.
And then you won't have to
This
do
is
any of the
great.
editing too, so it's gonna be super easy.
This
You
is
just gotta watch it.
great. This is great. I'm excited. Clip that, chat. Clip that. But yeah, I'm excited to get you on soon. We'll have to talk. Your people will have to talk to my people, of course.
Well,
So
I gotta
love
talk to the
keep
head of the
going.
Good Old Boy Studios, which is obviously Logan Chase. I'm just simply Logan Chase, so I
Correct.
don't know what Logan Chase is gonna say.
Yes, you're gonna have to ask him, let him know that have him hit up my manager
Yeah.
and my agent, and we'll see what happens. But hopefully soon we'll get you on.
Maybe we'll have you over, because I like to do a little conspiracy show too. Maybe we'll bring you on for one of those.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. Oh my God. Hopefully Major Glory doesn't think something.
We can just make the conspiracy about him.
Yeah, that's what I was. I knew it.
Big,
He's gonna think
we'll
about-
make this story.
He's
We'll
gonna
make
think
up a story.
Well, to him last night, beating him up, he's like, "This is a conspiracy."
Well, he did say that he didn't like luchadors.
Well, it's
But that's for another time. That's for another
correct.
time.
That's correct.
Well, Frankie, thank you for coming on.
That's it. Okay, that's fine. Okay, cool. No problem. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, is there anything you want to say to the fans before we head out?
If you stuck around and watched the whole thing, I love you. Don't forget, you're a princess.
Where can we catch you at next?
Oh my God, you can catch me next as of this date, depending on when this drops.
It should be within the next week.
Okay, well, as of today, on this day, you can see me next. Today is March 1st. Oh my God, February is over. As of today, you can catch me next at Local Pro Wrestling, where I take on my tag team partner, Michael Avalon, as he is a part of the Rising, and I am part of the Pillars, and I'm just taking the man down. But that's the story for another day. That's where you can catch me next, and after that, you'll be able to catch me at Prom Night at Primos Pro Wrestling, and then after that, you'll be able to catch me at CSW.
And you're
Calm
planning-
Before the Storm.
You plan on going to Vegas as well?
Correct.
Yeah.
I am on the road to Las Vegas as 1/3 of the trios tag team champions. But like I said, we gotta go before Calm Before the Storm, and I got a couple bumps ahead of me. But I'm locked in, ready to go. And that's where you'll see me next. And if you can make it to Vegas, you totally should make it Vegas. And if you're not following me on Instagram, you should totally follow me on Instagram.
What's the handle?
It's me, Franky11, and that's everywhere. That's on TikTok, on Insta, and probably Facebook too. And I think YouTube too. So like, yeah,
There you go.
like it's the same everywhere, guys. Made it easy.
Well, Frankie, the Primos Tag Team World Champion and the CWC Trios World Champion, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for
Yeah,
having me.
thanks for jumping on, buddy.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, thank you. I love you guys too. Yes.